Hey guys, another Browns thoughts here on the Off the Mic Sports Network because I have seen Browns Twitter and go watch my other video of just like why I'm literally talking to Browns fans, the dog pound. You're an idiot if you want to draft a quarterback at number 2 overall in the 2025 NFL draft. But I want to take this a step further because people think that I have something out for Shedeur Sanders. Yes, I have personally. He's not my cup of tea, and there's some other stuff that I'd rather not get into on this video that I don't want to talk about, but that's not the point here. The point is the talent level in terms of and the investment needs to be worth number 2 overall. But the other part of this is Myles Garrett. Because I know a lot of fans are already done with Myles Garrett, but clearly ownership and the front office don't want to trade him. But if you're one of these people who wants to try and convince Myles Garrett to come back, and you think Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward is going to change that opinion, no. No. I mean, if this were last year and the Browns were picking number 2 and they had a chance to take Jaden Daniels, I could totally see a scenario like that because Jaden Daniels won a Heisman Trophy. Neither one of these guys won a Heisman Trophy. Like I said, I like Cam Ward personally because I got to know him. Shedeur with the family and everything. And also, I just think that there's a lot of his stats that are very misleading. He takes a lot of sacks. I admire his toughness. But a lot of people are just freaking out for the wrong reasons here. Oh, he's taking his first top 30 visit to the Cleveland Browns. That means he wants to be with us. He's going to be a first-round pick. Of course he's going to take a draft, go to a place where, a potential team might take him. The Browns are doing their due diligence here. But here's the thing. If your goal is to try and convince Myles Garrett, hey, we want you to stick around and change your mind. We want to win now. Taking a quarterback at number 2 overall in a weak quarterback class compared to the last two is not going to change Myles Garrett's opinion whatsoever. So the Nick Carnses of the world who are just trying to Photoshop Myles Garrett next to Shedeur Sanders, guys, I have been over this countless times with people. I was back and forth with people last year saying that there were some people who were saying Shedeur was better than Caleb Williams. I told them they were crazy. If you're taking somebody number 2 overall, it has to be worth it. And neither one of these guys stand out enough to warrant being taken that high. Like this is the weakest quarterback class since 22. And if you remember that year, the first quarterback taken was taken 20th overall, Kenny Pickett. He just won a Super Bowl as a backup because the Steelers couldn't get rid of him fast enough. This is not a good quarterback class. There will be quarterbacks taken, but let the Giants make that decision. Let the Giants make that decision. Let the Raiders make that decision. The Browns are much further off than they need to be. So if my thing is, if you want to at least, maybe kind of entice the possibility of Myles Garrett potentially staying and convincing him, try and go get a veteran. That being said, I don't want Aaron Rodgers, but if it came to a choice, gun to my head, who I would rather have on my team in terms of presenting the best chance to win, aside from all the external bullshit, I would rather have Aaron Rodgers for a season over Shedeur Sanders because here, at least I'm not going with the growing pains. And Aaron Rodgers at least showed some level of competent quarterback play. It's just a lot of the external bullshit that really drives a lot of people crazy and why the Jets wanted to get out of that business. But that being said, if there are any other options on the board outside of Aaron Rodgers, I'm taking them immediately. But if it came down to those two, take a rookie or go with a veteran, and the only option you had was Aaron Rodgers, I would take the veteran option. Because at least you're sending a message to Myles Garrett saying, hey, Super Bowl winning quarterback, granted he's 40 years old, he looked pretty good at the end of last season. You're at least sending a message there to your team saying, hey, you know what? Heck, we got a good opportunity. That's why I'm okay with Kirk Cousins. That's why I'm okay with Geno Smith coming in potentially as a bridge gap rather than, just hitching your wagons to a rookie quarterback who may not be ready. You're taking him 2 overall. You already have all the pressure implemented on him. It's a recipe for disaster with this organization. We can't it's just, I don't understand this fan base sometimes. I really don't because you guys can't make up your minds. You go from left to right. It's just like you keep going sideways. You change your opinions. Oh, I want this guy. Oh, I want this guy. We got to get this quarterback. We got to get this quarterback. We got to look like the Commanders. Guys, There's a reason why the Browns have been terrible for 25 years for the most part. It's because this fan base is loaded with a bunch of idiots. The front office is loaded with a bunch of idiots. The ownership is loaded with a bunch of idiots. And you know what? I'm a sicko because I still find a way to root for this crap, okay? But I'm trying to tell you people that clearly it has just been blatantly obvious. As a guy who has watched college football, and I covered these guys in the Pac-12, these guys are not saving the Browns. Baker Mayfield, at least when he came in, he had some equity coming in. He was a Heisman Trophy winner. Went to the college football playoff multiple times. Neither one of these guys went to the playoff, and it was 12 teams this year. It was 12 teams. Scouts in the community that I universally respect say that they are below the 5th quarterback taken last year in J.J. McCarthy. And I don't even think J.J. McCarthy's that good. I like Cam Ward more than Shedeur Sanders. But neither one of these guys are going to change the franchise. And if your goal, to extend that, if your goal is to try and convince Myles Garrett to change his mind, taking a rookie quarterback does not do that one iota. Take Abdul Carter if he is available. If he is not, and hell, if you like Travis Hunter, take Travis Hunter. If you don't like entering one of those two guys, trade out of it. And the Giants are going to be desperate for a quarterback. The Raiders are going to be desperate for a quarterback. Get whatever you can and figure out what the hell you want to do. Hell, if you trade down to 6, maybe that's enough for you to take Ashton Janty. Because they need a new running back because Nick Chubb, I don't know if he's ever going to be the same. Just stop. Stop obsessing over this quarterback. We've been trying to figure out this thing for 25 years, guys, and we haven't figured it out. So just trying to latch on to the best of a bad crop doesn't make any sense. Again, I feel like I'm going to be doing this and getting up on my soapbox a lot this offseason because none of you guys are going to change your mind. But, like, it's just, what are we talking about here? Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.